What's good, Team J3? Your boys are back in the building, and we got one of those movie reviews that we haven't done in a long motherfucking time, man. What's good, Ronan Joe Genji back in the building?
Glad to be here.
Hanging with your boy J3.
Yes.
We just left the theater.
We did. Fun time too. Very fun time.
What we watch, man?
We watched Stephen King's The Dark Tower, bruh.
Idris Elba.
Matthew McConaughey.
All right, all right.
That's my dude, man. Hey.
All right. We're gonna get. All right, y'all. Straight up, this movie was very interesting. It had a Stephen King vibe. I would tell you what this movie's about, but I don't know what this movie's about. All I know is I seen some monsters. It just had to kill them. Matthew McConaughey had powers, and the tower had to drop to let more monsters in. But only a boy could come and save the day. He was the light beacon of light.
Oh yeah. Children always play a big factor in Stephen King's stories. Yes.
That was the movie.
That was kind of it. Yeah.
Sounds real choppy. What you think, bro?
It was very choppy, but I have to say that all that, the world building and the universe outweighed all that. I was into it, man. Like, I really had fun with this. There's a lot of hate for this movie, and I see why it is, but it's just, at the same time, I was invested in what was happening, even though we got very little, because I know this wasn't the end. This is a foundation being built and explained, and they did it in the span of 1 hour and 36 minutes. Like, we got answers here and there. Like, we got the universe. They explained the time travel. They explained people's powers. We got Idris's origin here and there. They explained Matthew McConaughey and what his purpose was and what he was doing, and then the kid was the beacon, but he was still a mystery factor. So I kind of like that though, and it was very fast paced. I gotta say. It was action-packed. There was some nice suspense. I like the set designs. I like the time travel. I like Stephen King's universe because he throws you right in, and then you just ask questions as you go. But that's what you do in a Stephen King movie. I mean, this Dark Tower is not a
Stephen King movie.
Dark Tower is not like Misery or 1408 or anything. It's like you kind of learn as you go. So this is another great example of that action drives the story. Shout out to Mad Max Fury Road. The action drives what's happening. So when we see Idris Elba doing his thing, we're learning about his mission and what he's trying to accomplish. And we're learning why he has to do what he's doing. When we see Matthew McConaughey in action, the Man in Black, we learn what his purpose is and what he's doing and what he's trying to achieve. When we see the little boy here, we're trying to get answers just like he is. But he knows what he's after because he has these visions through these paintings and these drawings that he has. So he has the power of dream sequences, and he can play back time. So it was so much mythology, and it was just like, this is cool, this is fascinating. But before you knew it, it was over. And I understand that because, for one, the Dark Tower stories in the graphic novels was never meant to be a movie, I believe. I felt like this was made to be for television because it's so drawn out. But
you hit the head on the nail.
The foundation was built. I'm glad that they did this so that they can just continue it on television, because even the way it started, we got right in. When it was over, it's like, well, what's the next journey? Okay, this is cool. So it ends. They didn't waste no time. It is all over the place, but I wasn't mad at it because I like what they gave us. It was simple.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was a Stephen King's film.
Yeah.
I agree totally what he said. This movie did not belong in the theaters because it needed what it needed was us to draw out Idris' character more.
Yeah.
More of the boy, or more of Matthew McConaughey's character.
And I liked them too.
These characters were very interesting.
Yeah.
But we got brief of everything. Like we had people walking around the city
little
and
pieces
doing things like this. But why?
Right.
They were all kind of stuff going on in our world and also their world, but they never really explained it.
The motivations were there, but they weren't clear.
Yeah,
they weren't clear.
Like the boy's motivation could have been deeper if we got more of the boy. Idris' motivation, they gave it to us real quick, but then at the same time, why was Matthew McConaughey motivation that?
Right.
It was a lot of whys in the movie, and you guys know how I feel when you question it. We see,
a lot of whys,
and you can figure it out.
Yeah.
But for the characters and for us to actually give 2 cents about them, we needed to know exactly why. I didn't want to guess why I believe this is why this. Why are they technically really doing this? Why did this guy do this? Why is he a villain now? Was he a good guy? Did he turn bad? Those questions I felt would have been drawn out on a television series. like
For
a
sure.
HBO, Netflix, something like that.
Oh my God.
Because
Yeah.
it had the potential to be very violent.
Yeah.
It had the potential to be dark, gritty. I mean, they had what they called them, demons, monsters, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. A lot of stuff going on with this tower.
And they was putting in work too. Like people was getting bodied. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of stuff going on.
It was a lot to comprehend. Yeah. But it was cool to see. Like,
and I understand why people didn't like it and people hate it because of those factors. Because you didn't, at the end of the day, you didn't really root for nobody.
True.
You were just watching it. Like, what the freak was that? Wow, that was crazy. Damn, why'd he do that?
Just a visual.
He should be dead right now. Stuff like that.
It was a fast-paced spectacle. Yeah. You know,
with
little sprinkles and
stuff. This is a great rough draft film.
I did like, I like Idris Elba as Roland. I thought, you know, I read some of the Dark Tower stuff. I never completed it or finished it, but he was right for that role. I did like him as the outlaw vigilante at Roland. I thought he was cool. I like Matthew McConaughey as the Man in Black. He had like a cool persona, man. His OP and his power, and he kind of stepped out of his McConaughey-isms a little bit. Like I like them, and
he's been working on that.
I like what he's doing, man. Like I didn't hate him. I like Elba, man. And then those two together, it's like, man, McConaughey is a villain, which I rarely see. And when he does play villains, he's always fun to watch. Elba was enjoying the scenery. He was chewing it up, man, doing this gunslinger thing, modern day westerns mixed with supernatural. You know what I'm saying?
The thing I thought this movie should have did, Matthew McConaughey should have barely talked.
I think so?
I think he should have been less, not because of how his accent is, his character.
Okay.
His character was that powerful.
Unknown factor, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He played a very powerful villain, and I felt that he shouldn't have been speaking as much as he did. I felt that who he is should have been like, and when he talked, this nigga's pissed.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like
there's purpose.
He didn't give out any type of aggression.
Yeah.
He was never. You
had to be face to face to figure him out.
Yeah, like he was never tempted or angry, and he was always Matthew McConaughey throughout the whole film.
Okay.
Straight face Matthew McConaughey. He never really hit that villain side for me.
Okay.
Idris should have been the exact same way.
Okay.
So when they met, it's kind of like, who the hell is who?
Gotcha.
Who is the bad guy? Who is this? And why are they doing this? That's where I felt the movie would have been 10 times better.
Okay.
And the boy should have been more voice of reason.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey walked around. He was talking a lot. He's doing a lot of investigating and just doing
killing people, dropping bodies.
Too much for the main boss.
Yeah.
More of a henchman type.
Almost like he was trying to prove himself. I got you.
Exactly. Why prove when you running things?
Yeah. You already.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you're the main villain.
Yeah.
And Idris is the main hero.
Yeah.
And the boy is the voice of reason. I felt that they should have been more like them two should have been more on a quiet note, less words, more accomplishments on both ends to get to that final battle.
I will say though about Elba's character, I like how he had that family philosophy, how he would have to honor his ancestors when he was killing. He wasn't just killing because he could. He would kill with his heart. Like he felt obligated to.
And these are not spoilers.
So I like that when he was giving those speeches. It was dope because like when he killed somebody, went after someone, he meant it. It was from the heart. Like to get that takedown, that KO. It was a personal thing. So because he was raised and bred to do that, to be that survivor and to be that hunter.
Yeah.
So I like how every time he resorted to those magnums, he always explained, I'm not doing this just because. Like I'm doing this because I was raised to do this. I'm doing this from the heart. Like if I'm coming after you, I'm coming for blood. So I like that determination with him, and I like that. So the journey, seeing him hunting him down, and then Matthew McConaughey trying to fight him, that was fun, man. I enjoyed that.
It was fun.
It was an average movie, but you know, I just wanted more though. I really enjoyed what I got. I can't really say that they didn't have this or that because I knew it was going to be that, but I wanted to go in and just see for myself because everywhere online, everyone's trashing this, and I don't think it's as bad as everyone else is saying. I do believe that it could have been a lot more, but again, it was a movie, so you expected that. See, movies, you have a certain amount of time to do a certain amount of things, and with Stephen King, his stories are very direct and very linear. If you miss it, you miss it. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to those viewers and those fans to kind of connect the dots, because Stephen King doesn't do like straightforward linear stories.
Yeah.
His can go like diagonal, horizontal, like vertical. It can go all over the place. but it's a universe within itself.
Yeah.
So I like that they stayed true to the King mythology. They didn't mess around with that too much. It's just that when you hear about the Dark Tower, and if you know the Dark Tower series, you know that this was a series that was made for the smaller screen. That's the only thing, because there's so much going on, and you got a vast universe of so many characters.
It could at least been like a.
Now, if they were going in with the plan of a trilogy, that'd be different.
It could have been. I ain't gonna lie. It could have been. This could have been a nice prime time series.
Yeah.
Hour and 30 minutes.
A mini series
for 3 days. You did.
Come back weekly, binge it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
that's something.
Because
I mean, we can both bet money right now. Like, after this movie, I think this may have gotten people's appetite on board. Like, this is interesting. From this point on, from this weekend to maybe the next month or week after, who's to say we won't get an announcement for a Dark Tower TV series? Stephen King, other stories are getting adapted and going to television right now. Miss is on TV right now, Spike. But who's to say Dark Tower won't get a television series?
Miss was great though.
Yeah. But I mean, his foundation, Stephen King's
good.
He's tight with television.
But
again, his stories are long and drawn out. His books are like 600 pages.
Yeah, no, that's what this movie was lacking, the drawn out factor.
Yeah.
And that's why people couldn't catch on. Prime time, I would say, not. Miss is more of a. You can go. Miss is kind of like The Walking Dead in a sense. You can really make a TV series. Yeah, you can go on forever as long as
TV is the new movie now.
Yeah.
I mean, man.
Dark Tower, you want to get straight to the point, but you want to get there. This was too fast. Just put it like that.
This is way too fast.
Way too fast.
So for you guys to say that this is boring, that's a false accusation, because this movie is very fast paced.
It was doing a lot of shit.
It was over before we knew it. We was like, all right, well, that's it.
7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, man. The freak, man. 8:30, they got the theater. Nigga.
I will say this though, because the last movie that we watched, the Justice League watched it, but we really didn't review it. We watched Atomic Blonde, and I gave it an average. I had a lot more watching this movie with you guys than the Atomic Blonde. Atomic Blonde was average, but this, I actually had fun with it, even with the flaws. This was fun.
The reason why Atomic Blonde was, I would say,
I like this
boring more. Yeah. Because of the time period and the actual story that they were going on. They were trying to knock down the Berlin Wall.
And the trailer said something different. The trailer marketed it as an action movie, and it was going for a spy story.
She was talking half the time.
Right. And she had already did her mission, so everything that she was explaining, she was in the office the whole present day. Everything that we wanted to see was already done in flashback.
We already knew she survived.
Right.
So it kind of took away the thrill of it and all that stuff like that. But Dark Tower was okay, man. It like I said, it was fun. Oh, I didn't say it, he said it, but it was cool watching it. Just hanging with your boys, man. Yeah. Chilling out.
I'm gonna finish reading the rest of those graphic novels though, but I do like the Dark Tower series, and I like what they gave us, man. But it's a difference, man, because when you come to J3 Entertainment and Jody's Corner, man, you really get the real, and we get the breakdown stuff. People out there are just hating this movie just to hate it, but there's some good in there.
Yeah.
And you heard it here. You heard it here first, man. Like, go watch it and judge for yourself. Even if you know it's gonna be trash. I mean, it's not trash from like, that's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. No, it's not that. No. It's got some redeeming qualities, man. If you want to just see a mythology movie that's building to something, then watch it, man. Yeah, set your expectations low.
The bad part is it just to sum it all up real quick before we give a grade, because I know you guys are like, come on, what's the grade?
Yeah. We got to break it down.
It was too fast.
Yeah.
The acting wasn't bad.
I agree.
I felt Matthew McConaughey's character should have been more of a villain-driven character, where he was kind of like a Dark Side, where he barely talked.
Okay.
He was very open.
He did have the hands behind the back though.
Yeah, he walked.
Had a nice suit.
When you walk like this,
sleep.
Regardless, when you walk with your hands behind your back, you don't talk.
You know you're real. Yeah.
You're a real motherfreaker. You see what I'm saying? Idris had the character. He's a lone wolf, kind of like Rambo was.
Yeah.
Barely talk.
Swag to him.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't talking.
Yeah.
The boy he had those eyes. He should have been the voice of reason. Should have been a less talk, longer movie, and I thought that would have made this movie that much better. The whole breakdown of it and how they were trying to, the tower, and how that tower meant so much to the world.
Yeah, we need to know more about the tower too.
The tower, it wasn't enough information. He told me something about the tower. I was like, okay, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So things like that would have made this movie great.
For sure.
With that being said, what do you give this movie, bro?
Just going in, man, C++, man.
C plus.
It was average fun. I actually enjoyed myself. Not a great movie, but I like what was given to me. You know, I want to see more of the foundation. I like the mythology, and I was there for the ride. I was into it. I wasn't bored. It's just I wanted answers.
I wasn't bored.
I just needed answers. That's it. And that's a nice criticism, not negative, but that's a con. We need more answers. We need more depth. But that's basic though. But everything else, I got what I wanted. I got monsters. I got action. Got suspense. And then before I knew it, it was over. So C plus, man. C for me.
Without spoiling anything for you guys, man, the movie, like I said, need to be drawn out more character development. Felt the acting was okay. It wasn't really a major score. I thought that could have put some depth in it, more emotional in the action scenes.
I like the score.
The action scenes, was it really? I didn't really recognize it.
I did in some scenes.
I didn't recognize it.
It kind of got me excited for certain scenes, though.
I thought that it should have been the action scenes. Action scenes were cool, but not believable.
Yeah.
With certain things,
some scenes was kind of shot, kind of weird.
He's a gunslinger, and he was shooting stuff, and it's like, what's up with them bullets? Are they magical, or is he about powers? What's
they are.
up?
Spoiler.
Well, not really. I'm not spoiling it. These are questions that I ask. Like, he's a gunslinger, and he's shooting these creatures, and he's doing all this extra stuff with his guns. But what is the? They're
made for unworldly phenomena.
True.
So, yeah. So this is for different, like, not for the average Joe.
True, but he came to our world.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
That's where the fiction
you're gonna make me spoil it.
No, you ain't wrong. I see where you're going.
But it was certain things about
he did come to Earth,
his abilities that it didn't explain a lot to me.
Yeah, because he was OP too as a character.
He was doing stuff.
He was bred it that way. They could have explained that.
They should have explained, a little bit more, and just the character development really just kind of shitted on this movie, and I think that's why a lot of people didn't like it, because the story wasn't bad. It was a plain, simple story. Bad guy wants to take this to put chaos over the world.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it was. With that being said, I'm gonna give this movie a D plus.
For sure.
It wasn't bad. It was entertaining. It's just a lot of that right there just really irritated me, because it's like, damn, man, what is this dude? Ain't these got powers? There's a lot of that. You know what I mean? So D plus for your boy J3, man. It is a cool movie to watch with your boys. Y'all can sit back and laugh. Shout outs to those special cookies that you get from the weed shop. That's probably something you want to eat on when you watch this. You know what I'm saying?
Get your nice Slurpee.
You know what I mean? It's cool, sit back and watch them things. You know what I mean? Yeah. C plus, D plus.
Sure.
A whole letter grade down, man. Hope you guys enjoyed.
But that's how we do.
Your boy J3 and Ronin Joe Genji. I am the Batman. He is Mr. Terrific. We are two parts of the Justice League.
Yep.
Shout out to my Patreon family. Love you guys. If you guys want to donate to J3 Entertainment, take a look at the Patreon link down below. The Patreon family is much love to you guys, man. You guys allow me, Ronin, to actually go take a look at these films, keep these lights, and keep this channel floating.
It's because of you guys.
Yes, because you guys, man. Yeah. Much love, guys. You guys are the greatest. And shout out to Team J3, subscribing and staying loyal to the soil. This shit means so much to your boy, especially with your boy getting shot down. You know what I'm saying? Can't do live stream for a minute, but you guys show your love, show your right. And I much appreciated that. If you're new to J3 Entertainment, go ahead and push that thumbs up button, and also push that subscribe button, because we almost at that 10,000 mark, guys.
Right.
This journey is one hell of a journey.
On our way. Yeah.
I feel like that shit off of Price is Right. I be feeling like that at Price is Right game, man. You know what I'm saying? But
I was fun shit right now.
Yeah, man, this shit is crazy, man. Thanks, Ronin, for coming through, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
You guys gonna see more of Ronin Joe Genji, man. You're getting your shit all on point now, man. You got your new job and shit like that.
Yep.
Living arrangements is on point.
Yep. Got
your ride.
Things is cool, man.
Ronin doing his thing, man. I'm proud of him.
Very fortunate. Things are going good, man. What more can you ask for?
I'm just happy you're here, man.
Yeah.
The Justice League is running strong, guys.
Heck yeah. And thanks for the support out there from Joey's Corner and J3 Entertainment and the Ronin Joe Chronicles family.
Oh yeah, let them know. A lot of people don't know you got your own channel.
Yeah, subscribe to Ronin Joe Chronicles on YouTube, youtube.com/user/Geeky Ronin Warrior, Twitter Ronin Joe Genji 85, Facebook Ronin Warrior Joe, and Instagram Ronin Joe Genji. Hit me on all platforms. If you want to talk movies, I'm there. I'm on there all the time. So hit me up.
Not to go off subject, but check this out. It was a fly on my table, and I hit him with my finger. Pow, right? And the more I hit him, the more he was just not there anymore. So I hit him one time, a wing fell out. I hit him again, the other wing fell out. Hit him that, his body fell out. Dust.
Fatality.
It feels good to be human.
Great.
J3 out.